It's freaking hot, so that's why I don't have a full makeup face or whatever, and I look weird and whatever. And also because this is the first time in a long time I feel that I'm actually sitting, getting ready to film a video, and we're gonna film, I mean, I'm gonna film, you're gonna watch if you want to, my book haul from April, May, and June. Oh my gosh, it's already over with June. Whatever, book haul time. What's up? I hope you're good. So, book haul time. Let's do this. I have so many books to show you. I cannot remember how many books I have. I think over 30 books that I bought, like 24 that I bought, one that it's still coming, it's on its way, one that I got from an author, two that I got as gifts, and that's it. And some ebooks. Yeah, let's just start with it because I don't want it to be super long. And don't ask me to summarize all the books because I forgot some of them, like what they're about, blah blah blah. And especially because March, you know, April, May, blah blah, were not the easiest month for a lot of people, and I found comfort in buying books. And guess what? Reading slump hit me in like May, end of April. So I bought so many books because I was in a reading mood, then reading slump. But whatever, we're all used to that, sadly. But the first book I got is actually the Sisters Grimm. I totally forgot what it is about. It's 4 sisters, 3 will live, 1 will die. And basically the cover is absolutely gorgeous. I love that there is no dust jacket, that everything is printed on the book itself. I find it gorgeous, and the inside is also very beautiful. Sounds amazing. I think it's a YA fantasy kind of thing, and I don't know anything else about it, but I was super intrigued, so yeah. They found each other at 8, were separated at 13, now they are nearly 18 and must find each other again. It sounds like there is some kind of curse or there is some kind of destiny or whatever. I don't think that everything's gonna go right. Moving on because I'm already talking too much. Then I got this one, The Edge of Anything by Nora Shalaway Carpenter. I got it in Unplugged Book Box. So it's YA contemporary-ish, maybe a bit like romancy, or is it maybe like thrillery? Len is alone, a teen photographer haunted by a past that stagnated her work and left her terrified she's losing her mind. Sage is a high school volleyball star desperate to find a way around her sudden medical disqualification. Both girls need college scholarship. So it has to do with some kind of strong friendship, I guess, and there are inner demons, but is there like power of friendship can help us find ourselves and the goodness in life even when everything feels broken. So it's about friendship and going through bad times and finding some help in each other kind of thing, and power and strongness and strength strongness and strength, etc, etc. So it sounds interesting, not my cup of tea, not what I would go for, but it apparently it has something like more to it, so I'm intrigued. Then of course I bought the sequel to Wicked Sense, so Ruthless God, it is a break. I love decal edges. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I love decal edges. Maybe even more than spread edges at this point, I'm not sure. But yeah, I haven't read it yet. I'm super intrigued. I'm also very scared that I'm gonna be disappointed, but the first one wasn't like mind-blowing, so I'm not expecting like this one to be mind-blowing either. So let's say it's like a safe expectations level kind of thing. Okay, then I bought a few books for the Believe-a-thon, and it was Nevermore and Weren't the Smiths. I've read that one, gave it 4 stars. I haven't read that one even if I was supposed to, but reading slump, as I told you. It's a middle grade book, and it has like, it gave me some Harry Potter vibes, but more like from the Leaky Cauldron vibes, not the rest of it, and also some Alice in Wonderland. So I really enjoyed it. I just had some issue with like, I felt for the characters, but I wasn't like on the the edge all the time. So maybe it's because I was buddy reading it and I was like just reading 3 chapters a day, so it didn't give me time to actually be in the story, if you know what I mean. But I would definitely recommend it. It's very magical and I love more and more middle grade every single day, so I'm looking forward to that one. Then I bought Parasite 2. So if you remember, I read Parasite 1 for the owls, and it's basically a parasite that's coming to Earth and taking control over a human body, and something goes wrong with some of the parasites and their hosts, and they just can shapeshift some part of the bodies that should not be able to do those growth things or whatever. It's really interesting. It's a bit gross, it's a bit like disgusting at parts, etc., but I really love the vibes and the dynamic between the characters, so I'm looking forward to that one as well. But I've read it. Wait, yes, I think I've read it. Oh my gosh, I've read it. Okay, more mangas. I bought Children of the Whales 2, 3, and 4. So I'm buddy reading that series with Dana from Proline, but I had to check up with her because of the reading slump, I gave up on everything, and also I wasn't active on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, anything. So yeah, but it's really a very like different kind of stories. It's very intriguing, it's very interesting, it's what the heck pretty much all the time. I don't get everything that's happening. I have so many questions, and I know it's usually the case like with mangas, because you have so many volumes, you keep having questions and you keep looking for answers. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that series. Like, I got so many like I bought a few volumes, so that's telling you that, and the covers are just to die for. So yeah, and I think that's the last manga I got. It's actually The Promised Neverlands. I haven't read that one. I was supposed to read it. Oh my gosh, I'm just bad, but never mind. I forgot what it was about, but I mean, The Promised Neverland, Gracefield House. Emma, Norman, and Ray are the brightest kids at the Gracefield House orphanage, and under the care of the woman they refer to as Mom, all the kids have enjoyed a comfortable life, good food, clean clothes, and a perfect environment to learn. What more could an orphan ask for? One day, though, Emma and Norman uncover the dark truths of the outside world that are forbidden from seeing. Intriguing, interesting. That should help me to get over that reading slump, actually. I should give it more, like, power. Another book I was supposed to read, but I haven't, is Murder Most Unladylike by Robin Stevens. And yeah, middle grade as well. Murder, mystery kind of thing. I love the cover. I love the spread edges. It's a very long series, as you can see. Looking forward to read it. I just need the will to get over that reading slump. Okay, I should stop repeating that. Sydney made me buy the next one, and this is Life on Mars by Tracy K. Smith. It's a lot of poems about life on Mars. I've never read any poems that was like sci-fi, so yeah. Lost Orion, the second book, like with that one that I was supposed to read for the middle grade book club. It will happen at... Sorry, book. It will happen at some point. Sci-fi, middle grade, Orion Lost. I forgot what it is about, but they're millions of miles from home and someone is lying to them. There was a ship in space, lost. I don't need more, like middle grade, sci-fi, I'm in. That's a book I got from the author and she signed it for me, etc, etc. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you so much again for sending me a copy of your book. And it has to do with So She Was Dead, She Was Still My Best Friend. Apparently there is some kind of problem between two friends. Kelly McCady, they're enrolling at a small liberal arts college in picturesque. Like, there is something between them and they have to define, like, will the line between what is real and what isn't become so blurry that Kelly loses herself in the process. It sounds intriguing. It's also like quite a chunky book, but the font is quite huge, so that's fine. But yeah, I'm intrigued. Spooked. I love the title, actually. I really do love the title. Sounds like it's about friendship and there is some kind of ghost, or at least she's haunted by something or some memories and determined to hunt down whomever is responsible for Izzy's death and make them pay. So her best friend got killed. That wasn't planned, obviously, and she's looking for answers. So then I got these, and apparently there is a fourth one coming. I had no idea. Troll Devious, I've read it, I gave it 4 stars. I'm looking forward to the second and the third one in the series. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love them all. I loved that book so much. I was like on the edge. I wanted to read more chapters after chapters, and we discussed it. I will link the live here down below. It was a live with Yumi Yamamoto, with Cheyenne and Ali. We had a very interesting discussion about this book. So many theories series, and I would like to continue reading the series so I can see if I could become a detective at some point. I don't think so, but let me hope. And yeah, YA, mystery, thriller. Like it's more mystery than thriller. I want to say it's YA, so it's kind of soft. It's like a school full of very smart kids, let's say, and the main character has, like, she's obsessed with murders, etc. She want to become a detective, basically. And she goes to a school where something happened so many years ago, and she goes there and something happens. So she's gonna play the detective with other kids, etc. It's really interesting because the school and everything, it's just like, I wished I went to that kind of school, like huge school with so many, like, you could be there and just pick your courses, like, oh, I want to study history of murder kind of thing, whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, just read it. I also got that book, The Girls and the Stars by Mark Lawrence. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that book because that author is problematic. He got called recently, but I just wanted to be honest and say, yes, I bought a book by him before I knew what he's done. So yeah, that's a shame because the book sounds amazing and I love the cover a lot. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna read it and see whatever. I still don't know. Probably get rid of it, but yeah, I got it. Another book I got in an unplugged book box, and this is Elysium Girls by Kate Pentecost. I haven't read that book yet, but I have so high expectations. I feel like it's gonna be a 4 stars or a 5 stars for me, especially with that type of covers, mechanical horses and powerful women. It's LGBTQA+, so queer, etc. It really sounds interesting, and from what I understood, you have two kind of gods, life and death, and they're playing like a sick games with the human's life. So I don't want to know more. I just want to dive in that story and eat the pages and love it. Elysium Girls is a storm purely electric with epic, vengeful mythology and fiercely lovable characters. Masterfully written, evocative, and soundly feminist, Pentecost has fashioned a bewitching new fantasy out of literal dust. You don't need more! Just get it. The book club, middle grade book club, picked a book for July, and this is gonna be this one. So I got a paperback because I love that cover very much. It's The Explorer by Catherine Rundle, and I forgot what it was about, but I got her other book, this one, because it's The Wolf Wilder, and the cover is as gorgeous, same author. So I'm gonna need to make some space on my shelves to have just like a middle grade shelf. So yeah. Then I have this one. So this is The Court of Miracles by Kester Grant. So this is gonna be the pick for the Howling Pack, so July's pick, and it's so many things. Like, people compared it to like Lee Bardugo meet V. Schwab, if I remember well. It's like a retelling of Les Miserables. I feel like it's a trend recently, or maybe just because I'm reading more, I see more and more retellings of everything or whatever, but I'm really looking forward to that book. Yeah, I got a beautiful Waterstones edition. I like, just look at this book like naked. It's gorgeous. Like, I have a soft spot for these kind of covers, and it says take what you will. So I'm looking forward. I will link the Discord down below if you want to join us for the buddy reads. But yeah, it sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to this one. Then I finally got this one. So this is Always by Asumi Yamamoto, one of my friends. She published it like a few months ago, whatever, but it was stuck at work. I had no access to my office. It is a very short graphic novel, like 32 pages or something. It's very powerful, and every time I reread it, I see something else. I see a different meaning, I see a different message, I feel different emotions, etc, etc. It's basically the story of a girl who's going back home, and she sees her ex at the door. And it's some kind of habit, like they used to each other, but it not together, and something, there is a very weird dynamic between them, but I love the story. It says here, on a cold rainy evening, a woman comes home to an unexpected guest on her doorstep. Her old lover needs a place to stay for the night. As they slip into a familiar routine, he asks a question that shatters the illusion of warmth and comfort. I highly suggest you to pick up that graphic novel. Super short, and it's powerful. So yeah. Then I got this book, and I will put a picture of the other one I got by Rachel. So Rachel Tremblay, you know her. I already talked about her a few times. She just published two new books. There is one book and like one prequel to the book. I think this one is the actual novella, and the other one that's not here yet is like the prequel. So I'm looking forward to it. I have no idea what it is, but I'm seeing here Lone Wolf. So I'm all in. Lone Wolf, Coffee Slinger, and Accidental. Anya Renaud's Eddie Sachs has her life turned upside down by reality-altering lucid dreams and space cats. A psychedelic chronicle female experience where trust is learned the hard way. The hard knocks of life are explored, and love and friendship are tested to their limits. Watch Eddie make a mess of everything. Shit gets weird. It's a mind-altering story about a apathetic barista with peculiar sleeping pills. Rachel's dramatic prose is sharp, funny, and her characters promptly endearing. Just sit back, wait back, and get ready for a hefty dose of page-turning, kitten-filled lucid dreaming. This book is a trip, said Sylvain Nouveau. So I'm looking forward to that book and the prequel. That's probably the books I'm gonna pick with me abroad. So yes, I'm happy. So yeah, I got two gifted books, and this one is The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane, and this one is North Child, both middle grade. Looking forward to read them. I know I'm supposed to read that one like during winter, whatever, but you know, when it's freaking hot outside, maybe you want to read something chilly to make you chiller or whatever, you know what I mean? Never mind. Thank you for giving me these books. I'm really looking forward to reading them. Then I also got a few ebooks, but I just cannot remember which one. So, okay, so I also got True Devious as an ebook, but you saw the hardcover. Yeah. Lovely War that I got, that was a bit problematic because it has the N-word in it. So we were supposed to read it for the book group for the Olympic Games, but we switched to Percy Jackson. So yeah. Then Bone Crier's Moon that I read for the Howling Pack the past month. I liked it, but it wasn't like mind blown, if you know what I mean. Of course, all the stars and T's or whatever, because everyone has been reading it, has read it, blah blah blah. I still haven't read it, but I'm looking forward to read it. Let me know if I should prioritize it or not because of the hype. I'm always scared to read a hype book, so just let me know. Heavenfall as well. I feel like these books, I don't know how I feel about that book actually. I feel like I'm gonna like it, but I'm not gonna like love it. I don't know why. I've read Nimona, I think you said. I was so disappointed. I wasn't like a fan of it. I didn't connect to the characters. I didn't care about them. It was still okay. I think I gave it 2 stars or whatever. Maybe, yeah, 2. I think maybe 3. No, I cannot remember. But I wasn't a fan of. So probably 2 stars or 1 star. Whatever. Sorry. Then The Winter Duke. I forgot what it was about. But it has like winter in the title. So of course I'm like gonna read it at some point, but yeah. Throne of Swans, I don't know what it is about again. I totally forgot why about it, but it's on the interest. I mean, obviously, if I got it. Have you read it? And then The Soul Waver, again, I forgot what it was about, but it's on the interesting, so I got it, and now I feel so bad for not knowing half of the books I got, like for not knowing what they are about, but yeah. Well, that's it for the book haul. Let me know if you read any of the books I mentioned, I showed you, and if I should prioritize some, or if I should like just not even try to start some books because you hated them or because you think I'm gonna hate them. Just talk to me down below as usual. But yeah, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the pack. Talk to me in the comment section as usual. And until next time, take care, wolves.